What's up, guys? David Jersey Man Picky here, coming at you live on YouTube for Week 12 of the Big 12 Conference Preview from our Sports Talk group. Last week, we learned Baylor's going down the hill, so is TCU filled with injuries. Oklahoma's still looking like one of the better teams in the top teams in the conference, and Oklahoma State still winning closely, like always. Um, what we still learn, as well as the committee, is not respecting the Big 12 enough. They're robbing them of their wins, not respecting the wins and the values of the wins compared to other teams like Ohio State and Iowa. With the fact that Ohio State has not played a ranked team since now, compared to where Oklahoma State, TCU, Baylor, and OU played ranked teams before. So let's get to it. Basically, it's two good games going on for November to remember for week 3 of that brutal schedule the Big 12 backloading with. We'll start out with the game of the week, which is Baylor, number 10 Baylor at number 6 Oklahoma State, 6:30 Central Time, my time, on Fox. Apparently, Baylor is a 1-point favorite, which is kind of odd. But here's the thing: Baylor has not won in Stillwater at all for right now 76 years, and could be counting. Uh, Baylor's playing with a backup quarterback. The offense looked like the strongest OU's defense. Oklahoma State has a defense capable, just like Oklahoma's. Basically, with Emilio Abba as one of the top pass rushers in the game, which he got robbed of being the Lombardi finalist, which is kind of dumb in my opinion, not giving credit to players who deserve it compared to being on a certain team. For Baylor, what they got to do is take advantage of the turnovers. They got to turn over the ball on Oklahoma State. Oklahoma State doesn't turn over the ball, they're going to win games. For Baylor, is the backup quarterback needs to play a good game. If he's not healthy, then it's going to go down to the third string player who was a receiver before and now going back to quarterback because of the fact of the backup quarterback not being healthy. Oklahoma State's keys is basically this: don't turn over the ball, don't play stupid, don't dig yourself too big of a hole. We've done it twice where we're down 17 points, and yet we came out and won them. Oklahoma State, you just play to your strength. Play the dual quarterback with Walsh and Rudolph. Hopefully James Washington has a better game than he did last week. He was kind of quiet. Glidden stepped up like he always does as the slot receiver role for him. But I see Oklahoma State winning this one in a bigger fashion than people give credit. Like I said, Baylor has not won in Stillwater in 76 years. That's kind of like the Cubs not winning a World Series in over 100 years. So I say Oklahoma State wins 63-42. Maybe 42. If Oklahoma State brings the pressure, did what they did against TCU, and take care of business. Upset of the week is the other big game of the week is number 18 TCU, who surprisingly got dropped a little bit lower because of injuries. Surprise, surprise. Again, at number 7 Oklahoma, 7 o'clock Central Time on ABC. If Trevon Boykin and Aaron Dobson are healthy, they should help out with the TCU offense, who struggled against KU, which is 2 years in a row, which is kind of surprising. I guess that's KU's strongholds against TCU. TCU's just been riddled with injuries. I mean, it sucks for them, sucks for the Big 12 as well, because that makes them not look as strong. But if they can make OU do mistakes, make Baker Mayfield make some terrible decisions, keep them contained out of in the pocket, they got a chance for an upset. Oklahoma basically exposed. Let's basically do what Oklahoma State did: expose the offense, get Trevon Boykin if he's playing out of the pocket, make him force the errors, force the throws, so you guys turn it over. Oklahoma looks like a team that can make the top 4 if they win out. But also the thing is, though, which I should have mentioned before, was if Oklahoma State wins this week and TCU wins against OU, Oklahoma State is the Big 12 champion, which is kind of surprising, but that's what it is, because Oklahoma State won the head-to-head matchup. So next week in Bedlam wouldn't matter if OU or OSU wins. Well, in a way it does for top 4, but if Oklahoma State wins and OU loses, Oklahoma State wins it for my Cowboys. But I got TCU this one 49-42. 41 against Oklahoma. Other scores and predictions: West Virginia at Kansas at 12 o'clock Eastern time. I'll make it easier on that. West Virginia should have no problem against Kansas. Kansas had their one good game of the year against a injured down TCU team. That shouldn't happen with Stacey Howard and Daniel Hogan's offense. West Virginia State was no problem, 56-13. And then Iowa State at Kansas State. Iowa State almost pulled the upset again, like in 2011 against my Cowboys. Fortunately, Oklahoma State bounces back, wins against them. They're playing against the Kansas State team who's up and down. I mean, you don't know if they're going to be good this week or whatnot, but usually at home they're pretty good. Kansas, they play at 11 o'clock on Fox Sports 1. I see Kansas State beating them by, say, double digits. I say 35-21. Like I said, hoping, what I'm really hoping for is TCU loses and Oklahoma State wins, so that way Bedlam makes the decision for the top four. If Oklahoma State wins out anyways, they should be top four. If the committee says, okay, we'll take a one-loss Big Ten team or a one-loss Notre Dame team, then the committee needs to be disbanded, needs to get rid of, and needs to be rethought of the process, because it's kind of BS in the way that you guys are saying, well, Iowa State's the better team than OU or OSU, which in my opinion is a bunch of BS in my opinion, because of the fact that they're just coming up with excuses week in, week out for Big 12 teams not to be top four material. I mean, what's the criteria for Ohio State? What? Because they're reigning national champs? That's their only excuse they get. I mean, they people say, well, they have the talent, they have this and that. Well, what about OU? What about Oklahoma State? These teams have the talent too. You guys are not saying that. I mean, you guys are coming up with more excuses than anybody else in the nation. And the other thing kind of pissed me off was with ESPN, like always, because they're a bunch of homers, is that when they were mentioning, possibility of a top four with Notre Dame, Oklahoma, they didn't mention Oklahoma State. Like, they didn't matter. I mean, come on, guys. You guys got to, give respect and give credit where credit's due. But that's another time and place for Tuesday when they come up with another BS top rankings again. If Oklahoma State wins by 21 plus against Baylor, they should be top four. Hands down. That's 2 games in a row against top 10 opponents where they blew them out 21 points. This is Jersey Man signing out. Hopefully, we'll get some good games out of the Big 12, especially with TCU and Oklahoma. But this is Jersey Man signing out.